Now, your 41 NBC Accuweather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Earlier this morning, the skies in Dublin were clear. That is not the case now. We got a lot of those thin clouds overhead, much like what we've got going on in Macon. Currently 81 degrees, feels like 83, but the dew point at 68. The humidity is a little bit lower. Again, that is a result of that cold front that came through ahead of the weekend. You can see a decent amount of cloud cover around middle Georgia. In fact, that's where most of the clouds are. Got a few more further north in the state, the southern part, really seeing sun. Plenty of heat expected today, even though we do have those clouds. Heat indices are into the upper 90s around middle Georgia. Milledgeville, a lone spot, expected to feel like it's in the triple digits out there. But as you can see, most of our actual highs are mainly in the lower 90s around middle Georgia. But still, it is going to be hot out there, and we're not going to have much in the way of relief because there's barely any wind going on, and rain chances today are quite low. We're seeing a bit more cloud cover than this right now as we continue through the afternoon. These high-level clouds are expected to stay with us. A few cloud fields will fill in, sure, but our rain chances really are quite low. We see them ramp out a bit as we head into the late evening and early overnight hours, but they're very isolated. We're probably not going to see a whole lot. Once we head towards midnight, maybe a couple of storms are left, but I really don't think we're going to see much, if anything, after midnight. It should be mostly clear by that point. Might be a couple spots that wake up to patchy fog tomorrow, and that of course will be a result of that late rain potentially, because we could see rain as late as midnight in a couple spots around middle Georgia. Tomorrow afternoon, very, very sunny. Probably the most pleasant day we're going to have throughout this week. Highs again will be in the low 90s with heat indices in the upper 90s, but not very much cloud cover. Rain chances are basically negligible, and skies will be clear heading into the overnight hours tomorrow night. And then we roll into Wednesday morning. Wednesday, we are going to begin to see a little bit more cloud cover. Our first rain chance today, those are brought in by this low off to the northeast. Very weak, so that's why they're very isolated. Tomorrow, we're kind of between two miniature systems, and then here we come into Wednesday. Cloud cover starts to fill in as we roll into the afternoon, and storm chances are going to ramp up as we head into Wednesday night. Mugginess is going to grow up in the back half of the week. You see, things are remaining dry through our Wednesday morning while we're still in that wake of the cold front, but rain chances are going to begin to ramp up as we head into the back half of the week, and they're going to ramp up a lot. We'll check that out in your 7-day forecast in just a second. But first, quick peek at the tropics. I got good news for you here. The National Hurricane Center watching a small cluster of storms here in the Atlantic Basin, but they've basically given it a 0% chance of formation, so that will not pose a threat to us. In 10 seconds, your 7-day forecast.
At Volume Chevrolet, get oil changes for life, plus a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Visit Volume Chevrolet, I-75 exit 187 in Forsyth. That's VolumeChevrolet.com.
Your 41 NBC Accuweather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. We'll be in the low 90s throughout the first few days of the week. I mentioned cloud cover filling in on Wednesday. That's going to start the cooling process. Rain ramps up a lot Wednesday night, and then it stays with us throughout the rest of the week. You see, it's going to make our temperatures cooler. Highs are in the mid-80s the back half of the week and into the weekend. Lows in the upper 60s, but that humidity is going to be a lot higher, as will our storm chances.